Matt here at Brewery. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. It's been a minute. Life kind of got in the way, and I took a little bit of a break because of it with some brewing. So not a whole lot has been going on over the last couple of weeks. But I wanted to just come in here and give you guys a bit of an update. This is the New Zealand Pilsner. Actually, earlier tonight, I went ahead and finally moved this to a serving keg. It was sitting in a keg lagering for a while, and then I transferred it to another keg just because I didn't have the room for it. So what I ended up doing was I kind of did a poor man's dry hop with it while it was lagering. So I lagered it for 4 weeks, transferred it over to a new keg, closed transfer of course, while it was carbonating it. It was already carbonated at that point. I racked it into another keg with a cylinder with the dry hop and the lime zest in it. Left it in there for almost a week. It was probably about 5 days, and then I went ahead and racked it over tonight to a new keg. So it's mostly clear, actually, surprisingly, even after being dry hopped. So, but I'll tell you what, this is the first pint that I'm going to pull off of this, and we'll just see what our first impressions are of this. I know Gary had said when he tried his out, when his was done and ready for packaging, that the lime was a bit strong. And I know from past experience, too much lime can be too much. This time we decided to go way down. So I think he did like 3/4 of lime, I believe, zested. And he said that was a bit much. So I did like half, maybe a little less than half. I didn't do a lot. So we'll see. Well, you can definitely it's a very clean, refreshing scent to it, but you can definitely get that lime in the scent. Because it had just come off the dry hop and this lime zest. But Motueka was used in this for dry hopping, and you get a little bit of that as well in there. But it's just a very nice, it's got a nice lime aroma to it. It doesn't smell too strong, so hopefully it won't be that strong, but we'll see. Cheers. That's very nice. Yeah, lime goes a long way. Probably could have even either did without it entirely, or just put a smidge of zest in there. It's there. It's not overpowering like Gary was describing. He was saying after a while it became maybe a bit soapy in the taste. So I'm not quite getting that. So that's nice. But it's very it is very lime forward at this moment. Maybe after it sits there for a while, maybe it'll tone down. But that's quite nice. It's a very nice, clean, very nice, refreshing, crisp beer. So that was a good one, Gary. Thank you for collaborating with me on this. This was a lot of fun. So here pretty soon, I'm going to let this kind of chill out for another week probably, and then I'm going to send Gary a couple bottles of this. I would love to see what his has tried as well, or his has turned out as well, so we can get a good comparison. But this was a fun one to do. Essentially all New Zealand ingredients was the idea, all New Zealand hops, and turned out good. So yeah, I mean that's really all that I have done lately. I haven't done anything else. The Munich Helles I've been serving that for the last couple of weeks. That's turned out real nice, a nice crisp lager, sweet lager. Nothing else going on really. So this is going to be a real short one this week. I do plan on brewing soon. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to brew next. I may, depending on how life goes. Excuse me. Depending on how life goes, I may just wait until the Malt Experiment, which is something I want to plug here quickly. The Malt Experiment registration is good until the end of this month. We're already halfway full. I think the last time I looked at it, there were 6 or 7 participants in there. Once we hit 12, though, we're full and good to go. I think we're going to go regardless because we definitely have a good following already with 6 or 7, myself included. We would like to see 12, and if that's possible, by the end of this month, once it's filled up, we'll go ahead and start brewing. So I plan on probably the first week of July brewing that beer. The malt that I chose was my Swain Munich Light. I would want to see what that tastes like in a smash type of beer. See what that malt really brings forward. And there's some other nice choices that some of the guys have put in there already. Nothing too traditional, so it's going to be real interesting to see what these malts are like. So I encourage anyone that's interested in jumping on that to the BrewTubers Malt Experiment. Go ahead out to the website. It's brewtubers.com, and there's a there's a link at the top, take you down to the Malt Experiment registration, and you can go ahead and register. I did put a video up on that page. You can look at it on the terms of what we're trying to go for. Everyone just follow the simple guidelines that we have set forth so that we're all brewing the same type of beer, just using a different malt. And we'll see how they all turn out. We'll be able to see what a real comparison is of all those malts if everyone follows the same process. So that's really it, guys. Real short one this week, so I hope everyone has a happy Homebrew Wednesday, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.